So after 8 months of hard work, dedication, loss after loss, over $4,000 in debt, I could finally say that I got my first payout. And not only my first, but I got my second in the span of only 2 days after passing my funded account. So as you can see right here, this is the certificate, boys, for the Take Profit Trader account that I did pass. And honestly, I'm really proud of myself, man. You know, some people take years, some people take only a few months, but you know, this was my time. 8 months after officially buying my first prop firm account, which was on Top Step, and that was in July. And I believe I got my payouts on March 18th and March 19th. It's been a while since I posted a video. It's been a while since I even made it, and it's been about like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks since I got those payouts. Ever since then, I will be honest, I did lose that account that I got my payouts on, but nevertheless, I was able to take a few thousand out of it. It was like 2 bands. So, you know, 2 bands in the whole month, that ain't that bad after all this time, you get what I'm saying? Right now, I'm currently in the process of passing 4 Take Profit accounts. That way I can start getting those daily payouts. But man, it's been a journey to even get to this point alone right here, to the point where I was able to take my first payout on these prop firms accounts. And when that money did hit my account, it was kind of a realization like, damn, man, I just made some money leveraging these prop firms. I didn't even have to use my own money per se. Like, yeah, I paid for the account or whatnot. I didn't even have to activate it. So it was $120 for a return of $2,000 without having to risk my own capital. Man, you let me know what other place you can go out there and make a $120 investment and come out with $1,200, unless you over here gambling on meme coins to make a couple mil off 100. But that's pretty crazy, you know. That's really like 1 out of a million. If you didn't know, I was doing a challenge for the whole, pretty much half of the month of February and like half of the month of March. So all combined, I was doing a challenge for about a month that was not getting a haircut, not shaving, nothing for about a month. So I did look like this, and I looked how I looked in my past video, right? So you know, I had to go get a haircut real quick after I did get my payouts. You can see the bank statement from getting these payouts. So it is a real thing. I'm not just coming on here to try and sell y'all a course right now after getting these first payouts. I still got my struggles. I'm still learning. I still gotta maintain that discipline and patience when it comes to sticking to my strategy and just following through. But nonetheless, this showed me that it is really possible, it is achievable, and it is realistic to make money from all this prop firm stuff. You know, it was a long 8 months. That's all I'm gonna say. It was a long 8 months. So to finally be able to get that reward after so long, it did feel good. You know, not as satisfying as I thought it would, because honestly, I've spent about $4,000, probably more now, since I started this journey. You know, so technically I'm still not even profitable. So it didn't feel that good, but it did finally feel good to be reaping some of the benefits from all this hard work that I've been putting in, you know, grinding, losing accounts, passing accounts, all types of stuff. And you guys have seen it, been here through it. Not all, but you've been here through quite a bit of it over these past few months. And like I told you guys, now I have 4 Take Profit accounts. I'm working on scaling up and passing these, so then I can start taking daily payouts on those. And then my plan is to eventually just build up a buffer, a large buffer, and start trying to scale these accounts little by little and keep profiting there, and maybe take payouts only once a week. But for now, I got to take what I could get, especially on 4 accounts, being that if I take $1,000 payout, it'll turn out to $4,000. So that's a pretty big multiplier right there. Then obviously add the 5th one. I do have that 5th one that I can just buy instead of having to pass the test, because if you didn't know, Take Profit allows you to reset your pro accounts or your funded accounts up to 3 times, but it does cost like $650. So I want to get that payout first and then reset that one. That way I'm not having to do the test and pass it all over again, right? I want to talk about like the main 2 to 3 things that really helped me out when it came to taking this payout. One of the first things that I'm gonna say would have to be journaling before and after my trades. You know, just before I get into the trading, you know, I write down my plan, or you know, just remind myself why I should be sticking to my strategy, why I should have patience, or just remind myself to do it in general and not to get lost in the charts, man. Don't get lost in the sauce. Before I even opened the computer, I was writing down what it is that I had to do, or what my plan and strategy was going to be for the day, which is, you know, pretty much is the same thing that I'm looking for every single day. But in terms of mindset and discipline and whatnot. Then after I got off the charts, I wrote down what happened, what I did right, what I could have done better. That was highly important for me because going into the next day, I could remind myself what I needed to do, what happened yesterday, and what to not do again. Learn from your mistakes. A wise man always learns from his mistakes and doesn't repeat them. And maybe I haven't been too wise lately because I have been repeating them. But nonetheless, I wrote down what I did, the profits I took, how I was feeling. That definitely helped a lot in terms of finally being able to get over that push and over that hump to get that first payout. The second thing that I feel like definitely helped me a lot was just sticking to a few trades a day, 1 to 2, or maybe even 3 at most, 3 to 4 trades that I would take in order to be up on the days that I was up and capitalize on the moves that I took. I've been finding myself recently after I took this payout that I've been going back to old habits in terms of over trading. One thing I haven't been doing is over leveraging, which is good. I cut that out for sure because every time I was adding size to these positions, the losses will only get bigger and bigger, leading me to blow accounts. So I definitely stopped doing that. But lately I've been in this over trading trend, and the sooner I can hop off this, the sooner I'm going to be able to pass these accounts again and get back on the train. So like I said, that was the second thing that truly helped me out, was just sticking to my plan, following my strategy, and capitalizing, executing on what the market had to offer and not trying to create my own bias. I come in on the day, I look at the chart, I say, okay, my buys are short for the day. That doesn't mean that if the market shows me that we're not actually short on the day, that I'm just going to continue to be short, because that's where the losses start to come in. As soon as you marry an idea on the market, on the charts, is when you're going to truly start to lose. Because it's one thing having this idea of what you think is going to happen in your head, but it's another thing of the market actually showing you what it's going to do, correct? So that's why I always like to look at the higher time frame to see what we're doing, and then I go little by little on the lower time frames to see where we're at on the current day, right? And then I make my buys from there. I say, okay, we're in a higher time frame uptrend, but that doesn't mean that we can't pull back on a lower time frame, correct? So, don't marry the idea of your trades. Take what the market is going to give you, follow it, and execute it to the best of your abilities, because at the end of the day, we're not market makers. We're just retail traders that follow what the market is going to do, and we capitalize on our opportunities, especially in the profit room game. You're capitalizing because you're not putting any money in. And obviously, the best for last, thank you to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for just allowing me to trade, allowing me to wake up another day to get on the charts, to just continue to live another day, to be able to chase my dreams and actually make them into reality, correct? So without Jesus, we have nothing. So obviously the biggest of thanks goes to him. Obviously he comes first before all of that. That's been a big part in my journey as well, getting closer to the Lord. And every time that I do fall away, for some reason, my trading gets bad. So, it's a working process. I'm not perfect, but we're perfected through him. So every day, I got to continue to get in his word, got to continue to get closer to him and pray and let the Holy Spirit continue to grow in me, in my life. Those 3 things are what I would truly have to say were the biggest things that attributed to the success. And like I said, right now I'm at a point where I've been falling off that train, but got to hop back on and continue to stay disciplined, follow my plan, because, you're going to hear everybody talking about this. Whether it's me, whether it's 20 other people that trade and are successful, everybody's going to tell you the same thing. Your strategy can work. A million different strategies will work in the market, but it's all about your mental, right? If your strategy doesn't work for the day and you can't capitalize on your opportunity, just walk away. That's the main thing. You guys know I always keep it transparent with you on this channel, so I'm going to tell you guys straight up how it is. The main thing for me right now is learning how to walk away when I need to, right? Whether it's a loss, whether it's a win. If I took my setup and I won, walk away, which I have been doing perfectly fine. Now, the part that I'm struggling on, which in the past, I used to not walk away even when I won. I used to want more and be greedy. Now I'm learning how to walk away when I win and just be okay with my profits on the day, whether it's 600, whether it's 900, whether it's 2,000. But the part that I'm really struggling on is walking away when I'm down on the day. When I'm down even $300, it triggers me. There's something that I need to work on to get that fixed in my mind, in my trading, because if not, I'm not going to be able to push to that next level, which now is copy trading on multiple accounts. If I want to get to that next level and just continue to be a profitable version of me, I need to learn how to walk away with my losses, right? And a small loss. Because for the most part, when I lose is when I start to overtrade and take multiple trade after trade after trade, when I start to lose big, right? Because one loss of $300 and you walk away for the day is just $300 loss, right? That's nothing. But then you make that into 3, that's 900. You make that into 4, that's 1200. Now you're down 1,000 on the day, maybe even more, depending on how much you're risking per trade. So that turns into a devastating scenario if you're having a really bad day. But if you just walk away with 300, you bounce back, you come back tomorrow and you win it back. Or if you lose tomorrow another one, now you're only down 600. But if you erase all that in one day, it's going to be a lot tougher, not only to bounce back from, but it's going to be a lot tougher on your brain going into the next day. This problem for me, if I'm being honest, personally just stems from like always wanting to win. When I go into something, I need to win. So every time I'm on the markets and I'm getting slapped in the face back and forth, I'm like Aaron the plumber, man, squirting things up. You get what I'm saying? Brodusky in a real way. You're not going to get away with this. So I'm trying to get all my money back. And, you know, a day like today, where unfortunately the same thing happened, I was down over $1,200, but I was able to get it back. Regardless, though, it wasn't a good situation to be in. It's stressful. It's not good for you, and it's not good for your psychology going into the next day. So personally, I'm going to be taking a day off tomorrow just so I can bounce back from that, do some back testing, do some mental work, and figure this out, right? But it stems from me always feeling like I need to win, you know, and in life, I think that's a good trait to have. But in the markets, you got to learn how to take your loss, and you can't be a sore loser. Me, I'm not gonna lie, I've been a sore loser all my life. So this is kind of like a big hump that I got to get over going into the next step in my journey, which is, like I said, copy trading multiple accounts and even multiple prop firms going into the future. But I can't do that if I can't get over this hump, because this is not going to allow me to be profitable. I can make some couple payouts like you saw me do, but then when I crash out, I lose it all. Then I'm having to pass accounts again. Same process over and over again, but I feel like every time it's getting better and better. Less things to worry about, less things to work on. Overall, just got to stick to my strategy like I've always been saying, and everything's going to work out. But enough of that, man. Like I said, the first payout was in, and then the second payout came the very next day. The very next day, boys. So in a matter of 2 days, I was able to make $2,000. And if you're new to prop firms, I didn't have to spend damn near a dime. You know, I got it all back. I spent $120 for the account. No activation fee on the Take Profit Trader. I don't have an affiliate link, sadly, but I was able to make $2,000 off of that. So it's only up from here, guys. It's only up from here. You guys have seen the lowest of my low, truly, even though it hasn't been the whole journey, but truly, you guys have seen me at my lowest when I thought like, damn, nothing is working. I can't follow my rules. And now you have seen what is the peak for now. And you're going to continue to see more and more and more throughout my journey. So that's it. I don't have much for you guys in this video. Just giving you guys a little bit of an update, because it has been a while, but I've been procrastinating this because, you know, obviously after that I did lose the account, so it was kind of hard for me to make this video. But I was like, man, you know what, I gotta continue to do this, gotta continue to show the people what's going on, grow this YouTube channel as well, and just show you guys that it is possible. Because at one point I didn't know if it was going to be possible for me, and I'm sure a lot of you out there feel like, you know, you're going through this, it's been a couple years, you still haven't even gotten a payout. I just want to let you know, bro, it is possible. You can do it. And another one of my boys just got his first payout as well. My boy Jose, man, y'all seen him on the channel working out with me. He was also trading. He just got his first payout for my funded futures. So it doesn't matter which prop firm you're on, as long as you're on a reputable prop firm, you can get a payout, bro. You gotta stick to your rules, stay disciplined, and not go against them, right? Because it's only when you go against them, you start doing stupid stuff, that you start to lose. So for me personally, I'm gonna just start to squeeze these just so I could be more patient. It's a little stress ball my sister just walked in and made me. She's funny, bro. But shoot, I'm gonna just sit here and be like this on the charts, just like this. I'm gonna open up my stuff and I'm gonna just chill here like this, squeezing this. Have some damn patience. That's what I need to do, and stop being a sore freaking loser. So if you're a sore loser, learn how to get over it. If you're struggling with patience, you know, ask God for patience, but He's gonna test you. If you ask God for patience, don't think you're about to just transform. No, He's gonna put you in situations that are stressful, and in situations where your patience is gonna be tested. That's for sure. I'm gonna try to start being more consistent again. If you want to see a specific video, a specific type of content, whether it's just live trading, you want to see progression updates, then just let me know in the comments, man. Like the video, let me know in the comments, and I'm gonna do them for sure. If y'all really want them, I'm gonna do them. But right now, I'm struggling to find ideas in my head to give y'all. So help me out with that one, and I'll catch you on the next one, boys. Peace.